start. Before drawing the curtain on this course, we wish to clarify that the evidence tendered against witnesses cannot always be termed to be a tainted one by reason of the fact of the witnesses being examined by the defense. Stop. The defense witnesses are entitled to equal respect and treatment as that of the prosecution. Stop. The issue of credibility, any trustworthiness ought also to be attributed to the defense witnesses on a par with that of the prosecution. A lapse on the part of the defense witnesses cannot be differentiated and be treated differentially than that of the prosecutor's witnesses. Para. Law is well settled on the point that the prosecution is bound to prove its case beyond reasonable doubt. But on the contrary, if the accused comes with a definite defense, then he is only required to show that the defense version is probable. Stop. The accused is not required to prove his defense case beyond any reasonable doubt. Stop. The burden to prove his defense is not as high as that of the prosecution to prove its case par. In the parts of the instant case, though it is not the case of the defense that there was no electricity supply at the relevant time. Stop. The defense witness DW1 Sanjay Kumar Singh, who happens to be the son of Vasudev, has stated that there was no bulb towards the western side of his house near the western boundary wall. Stop. He has also stated that he has never seen any mercury bulb giving light in the Jain Lodge. Stop. Jain Lodge is situated just on the opposite side to the house of the witness. Stop. DW2 Surendra Singh has stated that on 4/9/1986, that is after about 3 months of the occurrence, some persons of Nariya Mohalla have moved an application that there was no light in the lane of Jain Lodge, due to which several incidents have taken place. Stop. This witness has also stated that on the said application, no action was taken. Stop. He has admitted in his cross-examination that his department is concerned with the street light and has no concern with the private light. Stop. DW3 Janil Pal, who was one of the signatories of the said application, has also given evidence to the same effect. Stop. DW4 Narendra Kumar Jain is the secretary of the Jain Lodge, and he has stated that mercury light fixed on Jain Lodge was not functional for the last several years. Stop. But the defense witnesses have admitted that there were 50 rooms in the Jain Lodge in which the persons used to live. Stop. There is no evidence or document from the side of the plant that there was no electricity supply on the day of occurrence. Stop. The said Jain Lodge is situated on the west side of the lane. Stop. There is house of Vasudev opposite to Jain Lodge. Stop. So even if there was no such light as shown by the investigating officer, even then it cannot be presumed that persons living in the vicinity have not made any arrangement of the light in their houses. Stop. Apart from it, there was no dispute to the fact situation that a plant and witnesses were very well known to each other. Stop. When the light was sufficient for the plant to recognize in dark and to aim his shot correctly, then the same light would be sufficient for the witnesses to see the incident stop. Keeping in view the defense evidence, the source of light are shown by investigating officer and stated by witness becomes unreliable stop. So there may be very little light which may be coming from the houses or rooms of the lodge stop. Whether the same was sufficient or has not to be ascertained by the evidence of the witnesses stop. The point of light has also been challenged on the ground that investigating officer, after his arrival, made an arrangement of light and only thereafter he could proceed with the investigation stop. This conduct of the investigating officer also shows that there was no light at the time of incident stop. But perusal of the evidence of investigating officer reveals that the light was not sufficient for conducting investigation, inspecting place of occurrence and to conduct the investigation. For these purposes, sufficient light is required. It also supports the defense version that light was not sufficient if the investigating officer has made arrangement of the light to proceed with the investigation in the night, then it cannot be presumed by any stretch of imagination that it was pitch dark at the time of the incident. As stated earlier, we would consider the sufficiency of light by scrutinizing the evidence of witnesses' part. There is one very glaring aspect of this case that learned counsel for the appellant has not argued, but being the court of first appeal, while appreciating the evidence, glaring medical inconsistency came to our notice. PW1 Vikram Prasad has stated in his evidence that at the time of incident, his father was about 10-12 paces ahead of him, and when his father moved towards 9 paces in the line, the incident occurred. Stop. PW2 Babu Ram is the cousin and was about 6-7 paces ahead of the father of the complainant. Stop. The moment he turned in the lane, then he saw that the appellant was standing at the gate of Jain Lodge, and immediately he fired from there and ran towards him. The moment when the fire was shot, at that time the assailant was at a distance of 10-12 paces from him, and he was on the northern end of the gate of Jain Lodge. Stop. He was standing at the gate at the relevant time, and his father was only at a distance of 1-2 feet from him. After being hit, his father made no noise. PW1 Vikram Prasad has mentioned in the FIR that he and PW2 both chased the assailants while during trial he has given specific statement that assailant was chased only by him and not by PW2 Babu Ram. Stop. When the attention of this witness was drawn towards his own FIR, then he could not reply as to how it was written in his FIR. Stop. The court has recorded his demeanor and has observed that the witness could not only reply, and his demeanor shows that his statement is wrong. Stop. This witness has stated that the street is about 7 feet wide and it runs north to south. His father was on the western side of the lane. Stop. So far as the manner of assault is concerned, the evidence of Babu Ram is not very material because he has stated that he was ahead of the deceased. Stop. He heard the noise of the fire. Thereafter he got down from his cycle. Then he turned and saw that assailant was running. Stop. So the evidence of this witness, so far as the manner of assault is concerned, is not very material strong. PW3 Chedi Lal, who is also a witness of Park, according to the version of FIR, has not supported the case of the prosecution during trial. Stop. Keeping in view the statement of PW1 Vikram Prasad at the time of firing by assailant was on the left side of the deceased. Deceased was on his cycle and fire was shot from a distance of 1-2 feet. There is no allegation that before firing the assailant charged the deceased. So keeping in view this factual position, evidence of PW5 assumes great importance. PW5 Dr. K.N. Srivastava has stated that side by side learned trial court has not given any importance to this statement of the doctor only on the ground that it has come in the evidence that fire was shot from a close range. The evidence of PW1 Vikram and site plan prepared by the investigating officer clearly indicates that at the time of firing, the deceased was going on his cycle and the plant was standing on the northern end of the gate of Jain Lodge. He was on the left side of the deceased at the relevant time. He fired at the deceased from a distance of about 2 feet, but the seat of wound of Indy showed that this wood was 1 centimeter into 0.5 centimeter and was oval in shape. It was 17 centimeter below left shoulder and 3.5 centimeter away from the midline. If an offence is committed by any member of an unlawful assembly in prosecution of the common object of the assembly or such as the members of that assembly knew to be likely to be committed in prosecution of that object, every person who at the time of the committing of that offence is a member of the same assembly is guilty of that offence. The question is whether acquittal of some of the accused persons reducing the number of those convicted to less than 5 has the effect of taking the case out of the purview of section 149 supra. A constitution bench of this court has in Mohan Singh versus State of Punjab AIR 1963 SC 174 examined that question and authoritatively answered the same. So the prosecution story in that case also was that on the date of the incident, 5 accused persons composed an unlawful assembly and that in prosecution of the common object of the said assembly, they committed rioting while armed with deadly weapons. Stop. The prosecution alleged that in pursuance of the common object of the assembly, Gurdeep Singh was murdered and injuries caused to Harnam Singh. The prosecution alleged that although the fatal injury was inflicted by one of the accused persons on Gurdeep Singh's head, since the same was in prosecution of the common object of unlawful assembly, all those who were members of the assembly were guilty under section 302 read with section 149 of the IPC. On behalf of the defense, it was argued that the constructive criminal liability under section 149 did not arise. 1. 2 of the accused who were alleged to be members of that assembly were acquitted, thereby reducing the number comprising the assembly to 3 persons only. This court, while dealing with the contention conceived of 3 possible situations and legal position applicable to each one of such situations, this court observed para. The true legal position in regard to the essential ingredients of an offence is specified by section 149 are not in doubt. Stop. Section 149 prescribes for vicarious or constructive criminal liability for all members of an unlawful assembly where an offence is committed by any member of such an unlawful assembly in prosecution of the common object of that assembly or such are the members of that assembly knew to be likely to be committed in prosecution of that object. It would thus be noticed that one of the essential ingredients of section 149 is that the offence must have been committed by any member of an unlawful assembly. Section 141 makes it clear that it is only where 5 or more persons constituted an assembly that an unlawful assembly is born, provided of course the other requirements of the said section as to the common object of the persons comprising that assembly are satisfied. In other words, it is an essential condition of an unlawful assembly that its members must be 5 or more. Stop. The argument therefore is that as soon as the two P.R. Singhs were acquitted, the membership of the assembly was reduced from 5 to 3 and that made section 141 inapplicable, which inevitably leads to the result that section 149 cannot be invoked against the appellant. In our opinion, on the facts of this case, this argument has to be upheld. We have already observed that the point raised by the appellant has to be dealt with on no assumption that only 5 persons were named in the charge as persons composing the unlawful assembly and evidence led in the course of the trial is confined only to the said 5 persons. If that be so, as soon as 2 of the 5 named persons are acquitted, the assembly must be deemed to have been composed of only 3 persons and that clearly cannot be regarded as an unlawful assembly power. In dealing with the question of as to the applicability of section 149 in such cases, it is necessary to bear in mind the several categories of cases which come before the criminal courts for their decision. If 5 or more persons are named in the charge as comprising an unlawful assembly and evidence adduced by the prosecution proves that charge against all of them, that is a very clear case where section 149 can be invoked. It is however not necessary that 5 or more persons must be convicted before a charge under section 149 can be successfully brought home to any members of the unlawful assembly. It may be that less than 5 persons may be charged and convicted under section 302 of 149 if the charge is that the persons before the court along with others named constituted an unlawful assembly. The other persons so named may not be available for trial along with their companions for the reason, for instance, that they have absconded. In such a case, the fact that less than 5 persons are before the court does not make section 149 applicable for the simple reason that both the charge and the evidence seek to prove that the persons before the court and others number more than 5 in all and as such they together constitute an unlawful assembly.
It has further been submitted on behalf of the appellant that perusal of the statement of IO PW4 reveals that since clothes of Shatrughan Singh were not taken in possession by IO, although they were blood-stained, but were later on submitted in the court during the course of evidence of PW2. Shatrughan Singh, even on this ground, The presence of Shatrughan Singh is doubtful. Para. In this regard, Ayub, PW Coach Sriram Tripathi has stated that when he reached the spot, he found Shatrughan Singh sitting at the place of occurrence. He has further stated that he did not take the clothes of PW2 Shatrughan Singh in his possession because Shatrughan did not have alternate clothes to wear. Even Shatrughan Singh has supported this fact and stated that since he did not have other clothes to wear, he did not hand over his blood-stained clothes to the Ayub. A lot of emphasis has been placed on the conduct of Raja Baksh informant in state of UP versus Nadesh 2011 4 SPC 324. The Honorable Apex Court, after considering the large number of its earlier judgments held as under para. In all criminal cases, normal discrepancies are found to occur in the depositions of witnesses due to normal errors of observation, namely errors of memory due to lapse of time or due to mental disposition, such as shock and horror at the time of occurrence, where the omissions amount to a contradiction, creating a serious doubt about the truthfulness of the witness and other witnesses. Also make material improvement while deposing in the court. Such evidence cannot be safe to rely upon. However, minor contradictions, inconsistencies, embellishments or improvements on trivial matters which do not affect the core of the prosecution case should not be made a ground on which the evidence can be rejected in its entirety. The court has to form its opinion about the credibility of the witness and record a finding as to whether his deposition inspires confidence.
Start. If the entire facts and circumstances of the case and the evidence available on record are considered and appreciated cumulatively, it is clear that the FIR was lodged belatedly and no plausible explanation was given by the prosecution, which creates doubts about the truthfulness of prosecution story. Similarly, the presence of witnesses on the spot at the time of incident is also doubtful. There is conflict between medical evidence and oral evidence. The omissions and latches on the part of investigating officer in the present matter vitally affects the prosecution case. Thus, we are of the view that the anonymity admitted by the prosecution witnesses themselves was sufficient to falsely implicate the accused appellants in the present case. The finding of the trial court on the point in lodging the FIR, medical evidence, presence of eye account witnesses on the spot and defective investigation is the present matter are not correct and the same are illegal and perverse. The trial court has not rightly appreciated the evidence available on record and reached to a wrong conclusion, holding the accused appellants to be guilty for committing the murder of the deceased Muhammad Mustafa. The pleas taken by the accused appellants appear more probable in the matter para, thus taking into account the entire facts and circumstances of the case and considering the evidence available on record. We are of the view that the prosecution has not been able to establish the guilt of the accused appellants, hence the court is inclined to grant benefit of doubt to the accused appellants on the ground of rule of caution. In view of the above discussions, we are of the opinion that the prosecution has failed to establish the guilt of the accused appellants under section 302/34 IPC beyond reasonable doubt and to the satisfaction of the judicial conscience of the court.
So, as a teacher, I am pleased to note that the government have appointed an old teacher, Dr. Kothari, as the chairman of the University Grants Commission. We are proud of his scholarship and of his devotion to duty, and we feel that under his able guidance, the University Grants Commission would be able to render increasing service to the cause of education in the country. I am glad to know from the Education Ministry that the University Grants Commission and the Education Ministry are functioning harmoniously. But I wish to point out that in the last report of the University Grants Commission, the Commission pointed out certain difficulties in carrying out its responsibilities. I do not know what steps were taken afterwards to remove those difficulties and to ensure to the University Grants Commission autonomy, which is its due. Sir, we are holding conferences of the Ministers of Education and conferences of the Vice Chancellors of the University, and I feel that we should also hold conferences of the chairmen of the University Grants Commission of various states in spite of that jurisdiction. We are holding conferences of Vice Chancellors of universities and we are dealing with various educational questions. If there are no University Grants Commission in certain states and if they are not functioning properly, it is the duty of the Education Minister and the Centre to deal with that problem. Also in the conference of the Ministers of Education of the various states, if they find some difficulty in having a conference of the chairmen of the University Grants Commission of the various states, I do submit that the universities are not functioning as autonomously as perhaps the Education Minister wished them to function. I know that in the last report of the University Grants Commission, it was said that freedom is vital to good education and democracy. And I know that our Education Minister today also repeated the same idea in other words. But I am afraid that interference in university education is rather increasing. The bureaucratic spirit is tending to dominate the university life much more than it did when we were under the British regime. Universities in certain states are tending to be instruments of the government policies. Intra-party conflicts at government level and often conflicts between the state governments and the union government in certain cases cause difficulties in the administration.
Challenge in this appeal is the judgment of a division bench of the Calcutta High Court disposing of the writ petition, the appeal and the application filed with certain modifications on the allegations that there was insertion of an element in the meter to bypass recording of actual consumption. First information report was lodged by the personnel of the plant board. The provisional assessment was made and thereafter there was disconnection of electricity supply. A writ application was filed by the respondent number 1, making demands that the disconnection of the supply was wrongly done and the provisional assessment was made claiming rupees 250,046 on the alleged ground of theft of electricity and oblique or tampering of the meter was not sustainable. But learned single judge of the Calcutta High Court disposed of the matter in writ petition, whereby and whereunder the appellants were directed to restore electricity supply on deposit of rupees 20,000 by the writ petitioners. The appellants questioned correctness of the order on the ground that the disconnection of supply line was effected on 24/1/2006 in terms of the Regulation 52 of the West Bengal Electricity Regulatory Commission. The division bench referred to Regulation 52 and observed that the appellants have got right to disconnect supply lines of electricity on fulfillment of the conditions stipulated, but the same is required to be done following a particular procedure. It was held that a due procedure was not followed. The division bench held that under section 126 of the Concerned Electricity Act 2006, the writ petition had a right of filing an objection thereof, which has been filed by the writ petitioner under section 126 within bracket 3. The appellants are required to pass a final order after giving a reasonable opportunity of being heard. The writ petitioner also has a right to prefer an appeal under section 127 of the Act against the final assessment order. The division bench therefore permitted the parties to pursue the remedy. It was, however, held that the disconnection of power supply was contrary to and was in breach of Regulation 52, and the writ petitioner was therefore entitled to be compensated. Accordingly, the cost of rupees 25,000 was imposed.
So, this bill is a very welcome measure. At the same time, one cannot overlook the fact that when these consequences are bifurcated.
Start. When the House rose last evening, I was in the midst of an argument concerning the propriety of exempting government companies from the provisions of company law. Stop. I wish to make it clear that where government owns 100% of the shares in a company, comma, obviously, many of the rules applicable to ordinary companies cannot be applied. Stop. Indeed, comma, the well-known authority on modern company law, comma, summarized the position thus, Tara. It will be appreciated that the absence of shares and shareholders automatically renders large and important branches of company law totally inapplicable, semicolon, rules relating to the raising and maintenance of shareholder capital, comma, the control of directors by members, comma, protection of minority shareholders, comma, company meetings and the like can have no relevance. Stop. As we have said earlier, comma, the knotty problem of the relationship between the management and the members is solved by the abolition of the later para. By the approach of our joint committee to this problem is difficult to appreciate. Stop. Government companies are put in a peculiarly privileged position. Stop. Last night, comma, I happened to peruse the minutes of the 14th meeting of the joint committee which considered this question. Stop. The recommendations submitted by the Finance Ministry miss the point part. There have been exemptions suggested for certain types of companies, but I do not think that any purpose will be served by having any of the government companies other than those in which government has 100% shares brought within the purview of the exemption clause at all. Stop. We have to bear in mind that a government company, in which 51% of the shares are held by the government, is not a company which is the exclusive property of the government stock. It is one in which the government has a technical majority holding of the shares and, in theory, the government, according to the provisions of the bill, is given powers to revoke all the safeguards provided in the company's bill. Stop. Let me read out briefly the particular section which covers these exemptions. Stop. I want to ask only a few questions of those who have taken a prominent part in the deliberations of the joint committee. Stop. What is it that you seek to achieve by granting such an exemption? Question mark. The government can, if it deems necessary, cheerfully decide one fine morning to exceed the overall limit of managerial remuneration laid down in clause 190. Of course, such a dispensation will be said to be in the national interest, and we would then have to reconcile ourselves to this change. Under clause 234, government has to entertain complaints from shareholders. Stop. Or exemption from this provision can be made. Stop. Government companies, after all, are run by people of virtue. Stop. How can we ever entertain any complaint against government directors? Question mark. Indeed, the the blanket power that has been given confers on the executive full and complete authority to dispense with any or all the provisions of the Companies Act, except two provisions to which specific reference is made. Stop. Of course, the argument would be put forward that government would not be unreasonable, that it will not exercise these powers. Stop. I fail to understand the validity of this argument. Stop. If you do not choose to exercise these powers, then why should Parliament give these powers to people who might not use them at some future date? After all, a statute is in existence until it is amended, and at any moment changes can occur. Stop. Someday, a rash finance minister might come to this house and dispense with all these elaborate safeguards which are meant to protect the interests of shareholders. Stop. I think it is morally unjust and constitutionally improper to confer these blanket powers on government. Stop. Have the legal consequences of such powers been examined? I have grave doubts whether this particular provision is in conformity with Article 14 of our Constitution. Stop. We have, after all, a written Constitution which assures equal protection under law. Stop. On what grounds of legality can we distinguish between shareholders in a government company and shareholders in a private company? I believe the courts would have something to say on this classification of categories which has been attempted by the Joint Committee. Stop. How can we strip them of their rights? The shareholders have already been stripped of their virtues by the government, which does not trust them, and now we are called upon to deprive them of their rights in government companies. Stop. Even in a corporation, state corporation, although it is true that shareholders have limited rights, where an infringement of the statutory powers by the corporation occurs, or where there is an infringement of their rights, the aggrieved individuals have a right to go to courts of law. Stop. Under this peculiar provision, if it is held to be valid, it will mean that the government, if it so wants, can deprive shareholders of all their rights. Stop. It is to the fitness of things that the shareholders should be given a fair deal in future.